Good morning, everyone. Not such a nice day here today, overcast, but anyway, it's winter. What do you expect? Okay, so there's a bit of conversation going on in the chat group on Telegram. It's not too big a conversation, it's just, a few comments here and there. And I just thought I would give a bit of information. We've all been, and if you're listening to me, then this resonates with you. This is relevant to you. Over the last few years, we've all been trying to wake people up, sharing information, letting everybody know what's going on, and how a particular two-year health issue was a lie. I'm being very selective with my words. How that was all a lie, and what the governments were doing and their agenda, and how the spear in the arm was dangerous, and and all of this. We've been sharing information. We've been doing all of that. Okay. And so many people are saying, I can't wake anyone up. They're all asleep. They're all sheep. It's like you talk to them and they just staring into space, and they got this glazed look over their face, or they turn around and they shoot me down as a conspiracy theorist or a lunatic and in the crazy farm. There's a reason for that. And I want to share what that reason is, why people don't see it, why they're still so indoctrinated, still so brainwashed and unable to think for themselves. So we live on a planet that has been heavily shot down in regards to vibrational frequency. Meaning we've almost had a blanket over our reality on this planet, so that we find it almost impossible to raise our vibrational frequency. Now, what happens when you raise your frequency is your awareness expands, because you have access to more of life. So I'll give you an example. If you are sitting in a fish tank, right, a large fish tank, if you're sitting in the large fish tank, you will only see what is going on in your immediate surroundings around you. Okay, so you're not going to see what's going on behind the rock over there. You're not going to see what's going on behind the boat over there. You're only going to see what you can see in your direct line of sight while you're sitting in that fish tank. When you get out of that fish tank and look in from the top, from above, you see everything. You see all the fish, you see the interaction, you see where they all are, you see everything. Absolutely everything going on in that fish tank. This is what it's like when you raise your frequency. The higher your vibrational frequency, the more you are able to see, the more of reality you can see. So if you have somebody that is unaware, unawakened, believing the TV, seeing you as a conspiracy theorist, 90% chance they have quite a low frequency. Because unless you raise your frequency, you will not see it. It can be staring at you until you're blue in the face. You will not see it, okay? Because you're not able to see it. You don't have the capacity to see something that's right in front of you. So until you raise your frequency, then you will see it. Then you will see more of it. Okay, so I'll give you an example. If you are rushing to get out of the house and you're running late, you can't find your car keys or your house keys. You just can't. You can't find your purse or your wallet, your handbag. It's just gone. So guess what? You're late. When you calm down and you start to relax, guess what? Your keys are right there where you always leave them. But while you were rushing, you could not find them. That's because you're in a lower vibrational frequency. Therefore, you can't see. You can't see. You literally cannot see those keys sitting right there where you leave them all the time. Only when you calm down does your vision expand. Then you can see what's in front of you. Now, same with information, okay? So you can show somebody, you can give them every single bit of thing. I'll use extraterrestrials. You can say, okay, ETs are real. There's one standing right in front of you. Let's just say there's a tall grey, 7-foot grey standing in front of your friend or your relative who cannot see anything. They can, that ET, that grey will be standing there talking to them, telepathically communicating with them, and that person will not see them. Or they'll say, it's a poster, or it's someone dressed up, or some other ridiculous thing that they come up with, instead of actually admitting that it's there, that it's real. And this is because their view, their mind is so limited in what they can actually comprehend, Therefore, they can't see it. They don't have the ability. So for someone to say, it's my job to wake up people, or I need to awaken others, that's ego. That's ego. Because you cannot awaken somebody who is in a low vibrational state. You can't. It's impossible. That's why it's like banging your head against a brick wall. That's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Okay? This is what it's like. Talking to people and giving them knowledge and everything that's going on. Until they raise their frequency and they are in a vibrational state where they can actually see and then comprehend the information, they will always remain unaware of what's truly going on with the world. Always. You just can't get away from it. Okay? There's no way you can wake somebody else up. And anybody who says, I woke this person up. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That person was entering an expanded awareness or expanded consciousness state. And you planted the seed for that consciousness to expand. You didn't wake them up. You just planted the seed. And they woke themselves up. Because they were in a vibrational frequency where they are now able to see. So please, you do not need to wake anybody up. It's not your job, it's not your responsibility, and you can't. You cannot wake somebody up. You can plant seeds, you cannot wake them up. That is your ego talking. Okay? And we all have ego. Anyone who says they don't, that's an ego. So you just cannot wake someone up. Okay? If they are in a vibrational frequency where they are beginning to expand their consciousness, then the seeds are planted, and then you stand back and allow that seed to grow. But you don't wake them up. You can't. Okay? You can't. And just one other thing I want to point out to truthers, spiritualists in particular, humanitarians, all of them, there is no one asleep. There is no one that is a sheep. Oh, I can't stand that word sheep. How derogatory is that? Oh my goodness. Ugh, I can't stand that word sheep in regards to people. Because everybody is fully aware and awake, if you like, to exactly what they need at this moment in their experience in this life. They know exactly what they need to know. Not what you need to know, what they need to know for their life at this moment. So to say, well, awaken the sleepy or the sheep or whatever other derogatory term you want to use, is your ego coming through. It's you putting yourself on a pedestal above another, when in fact you just are living in a different reality. That's it, where there is more information available to you. Okay? To you. The information is available for them to access, but they can't see it because they are not in that reality yet, because they still have the lower vibrational frequency, which means they cannot see it. Okay? So let's not get into the habit of calling others asleep or sheep or whatever other words you want to call people, because that's you showing how egotistical you are by placing yourself above another on your journey. Your journey is yours. Their journey is theirs. They do not have to mix. You do not have to share it. Okay? You do not have to wait for someone to wake up. They're already awake for their reality. Plain and simple. We're not waiting for people or more people to wake up to what's going on. We're not. That's something the truthers like to use as an excuse why everything's taking so long. Okay? We're not waiting for people to wake up, because they can't until they are ready. Whether that takes 1 month, whether that takes 100 years, until they are ready, they will not wake up regardless. Even the EBS won't wake them up. Why won't the EBS wake them up? Because they're not ready for it. They'll just go, oh, what a load of bullshit. Well, that's bullshit, that's rubbish, and then just continue on their daily life like nothing happened. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. What we are waiting for is for all the top level white hats to get their shit together and get all the banks and everything together and the financial stuff together. We're waiting for all the rest of the wars to play out, the underground wars and the wars behind closed doors. And then we will just simply move forward. We'll move forward. And if they choose to come and switch realities with us, then brilliant. If not, brilliant also. It's their choice. Okay? It is their choice. Alright? But please, please understand, no matter how much information you give someone, no matter what you show them or explain to them, unless they are in the vibrational frequency to receive that information, they're not going to hear it, they're not going to see it. So you're wasting your time. Okay? Plant the seed and allow them to act on it when they are ready. Okay, I hope this helps you guys understand a bit more about why you cannot wake somebody up. Alright, take care everyone. Bye.